You don't have a discipline problem. You're good at discipline. You have a clarity problem. Discipline isn't about showing up to a time schedule 9 to 5 and then going home and you've done it. It's about knowing what you actually have to get done to move the needle in your soul-led business and actually focusing on that. Because right now, you're not showing up in the ways that you know you need to. People think that they're lazy, that they're being distracted, or that they're sabotaging their success. They shame themselves for not being disciplined. But the truth is you have been disciplined. You've been disciplined your whole life. You're good at showing up for your family. You're good at showing up for your workplace. You're good at showing up for all these other pieces. But the truth is that you don't actually know where to channel and what to channel in your soul-led business and your message and actually get it out to the world on a consistent, disciplined basis in the right places. The reality is that you've been trained to discipline yourself into everybody else's life. Work, society, we're trained from, in our school for 12 or 18, 20 years, right? On a psychological level, it takes 20 years for a human to change. That's why they specifically trained us for 20 odd years, right? Into a system, okay? And that's why when a lot of people finish school, they're like, I don't know what I want to do. Because for 18, 16, 17, 18 years, they've been told what to do. So when you are working for a job, you know what the tasks are. You know that it's this, and this, and this. You're following someone else's schedule, you're following this, and the reality is that you can structure your soul-led business to work on a 9 to 5 basis Monday to Friday. But I guarantee you that if you're stepping out of that paradigm and into your soul-led, heart-centered, conscious millionaire era, there is a reason that you're doing that. There's a reason that you've done that. And the part isn't about the reason you've done that is because you don't like that structure. You don't like having to spend your time 9 to 5, Monday to Friday for somebody else. You hate that structure, but you don't know how else to do it. And you know that your soul is calling you elsewhere and in other directions. You love the freedom. You are a rebel at heart. And whilst discipline and structure is so important and it gets anything done, it's knowing in your soul-led business what structure and what discipline is the right focus for you to work on. Discipline isn't the issue, it's aligned focus, and it's getting really clear on what those parts are for your soul-ledness that move the needle. The money makers, right? They're your primary focus. They're your non-negotiables that you focus on every single day. So for example, mine is blogging and live streaming every single day. That is the highest priority. They're the needle movers. It's showing up. And whilst we can show up in a zillion places and we can be really, really scattered, it's really important to figure out what it is that you want to do in your life purpose business and what you're being soul-led guided to do. It could be writing a blog, it could be YouTube, it could be videos, it could be start on the platform. The key is to start on a platform that you love. Find out where do you spend most of your time? Where do you hang out? What platforms do you love? Start there. And whatever you do it consistently. I wrote in my book, Blooded Healer, You're One of a Kind. Whatever you do it consistently, because that consistency builds momentum and then it holds its own. You have to also understand what your purpose is. You have to also understand what it is that you're here to share. Now, yes, that can evolve and change over time, but I guarantee you there's something that you have worked through that you are able to help others with on a grander scale. The other part of your purpose is what is the thing that you could talk about until the cows come home that you know so much about and that you would never get bored of. That's your clear sign that that is one of your missions to really work on and help people with. And I'll give you a tip. The things that you love, the things that you get excited about, they're your purpose. I want to say they're part of your purpose. I want to say they're your whole purpose, right? The things that you love, the things that have helped you, the things that you have shared and have given you great success, they're the things that will help other people. You know lots about them, you can help people with. Now, while some people say that don't turn your passion into profit, it's ridiculous, you shouldn't do that, you need to get a real job. The reality is that you've always been ahead of the game. You've got a vision for a reason. And the thing about your life purpose is that it's given to you for your unique purpose and your vision for a reason. Uncovering that is removing the childhood imprints and the past life imprints and working through, and that's what we do in Trust Intuition. So link in the description for that. If you want to work with me one-on-one, Life Purpose Accelerators, this is what I do with my clients. Discipline in your soul-led business allows you to create a structure that gives you the freedom. When you are figuring out what it is that you love, choosing the platform that you love, understanding your purpose, and then talking about it till the cows come home, doing it consistently, the next part is creating the structure and the discipline in your every single day. This becomes a lifestyle, not a every now and again. The people who are obsessed with their mission are the ones who become successful. The ones who dabble don't become successful. We are on those soul-aligned needle movers. You stop scattering your energy and you start focusing and channeling where your message hits the most. Do it consistently, not perfectly. And within that day, you don't have to follow the 9 to 5 structure, but knowing your needle movers. So let's say it is blogging and live streaming every single day, for example, and then you've got admin and then setting up all your other structures or whatever you're doing, plus enjoying yourself in that space too. It doesn't have to be a time scale, but you need to know those non-negotiables that need to get done every single day. Now for me, for example, I know that it's going to storm next week. So I've made it priority this week that I spend more time at the beach because it's beautiful spring coming into summer weather. Because I create my own schedule, then I can do that. Now next week when it's raining, I can get a lot of work done at my computer when it's raining and I can't really go outside anyway. Well, I could in the rain, but I don't want to. Knowing what my needle movers are, my blogging and my live stream, for example, my videos, is around creating that structure that they get done every day. It's just making sure that those non-negotiables get done no matter what time of day. Now, the more that you step into this flow, you're probably going to find a flow and a groove. And especially if you don't have kids or a family, it's a lot easier to get into a routine, structure, and a flow, and it's amazing. And with a family or other responsibilities that you might have in your life, then it is working around those responsibilities, but still having those non-negotiables and getting those disciplinary pieces done for your soul-led business. The other part about this is treat it as though you would be going to work. So many people leave that paradigm of the 9 to 5 and try and step into a soul-led business, and they don't know what to do with all the time. They're not being told what to do. They're not on restrictions. They're not on time schedules. They're not on deadlines and dates. And the piece is that you have to learn to be able to do that for yourself in your soul-led business. You turn up and you treat it as though you are going to work. So just like with your boss, if you did have a 9 to 5 job, I don't feel like it today. I'm not coming in. No, I don't feel like filming that video today. No, I'll start another day. Or I don't feel like writing. No, I'm not going to do it today. Like if you said that to your boss, you would probably be fired. It's turning up to your soul-led business with the same discipline and commitment that you would to a job that you know you're going to get paid at. Having that mindset and turning up for your life purpose is going to create that consistency and momentum that then builds to the next level. Recap is knowing what you're passionate about, knowing what lights you up, knowing what you could talk about until the cows come home. Also, how can I help people with this? Or you might naturally already help people with this. If you're a healer, you have a message to share with the world. You have people come to you and tell you their complete life story, and then they turn around in the same sentence and they're like, I've never told anyone that before. That is a sign that you are a healer. Then it's knowing the boundaries to be able to not take on people's stuff when you're being told all of those pieces. What is it that I'm helping people with today? What is the message that my tribe needs to hear today? And turning that message out into the world and knowing that your gift and your purpose and your message is valuable. It's a bit me. Why would I do a post this? Why would I talk about discipline? And it's one of the biggest pieces that I talk about with my clients almost every day in a way. It's kind of what are the pieces that you need to share with the world? Where is the correct channel for your channelings of your soul-led mission that needs to get out into the world? Show up, do it consistently. And here's a little tip. When you start stepping into this soul-led freedom life, creating something that is not on the planet yet, because your unique life purpose is that. Your message is unique. And it's not you have to know what that it's not on the planet yet thing. Sometimes you do, and they're the clients that I work with. I help you to tap into your soul to uncover that as well. So Life Purpose Accelerator, link in the description to work with me one-on-one. The other piece with that is that when you step into committing to your soul-led life, you will be tested beyond measure. Almost everything that you could think of and not think of will come up to test you, to try and stop you, to distract you, if you may, to fill up all your time and energy to not be able to get this done. And I guarantee you that if you recognize it as the distraction, as the sabotage, as the test, and make your life purpose the absolute soul-led, daily non-negotiable, and make it consistent, you will succeed. If I let every little tech difficulty or moving house scenario stop me and go, oh, maybe I'm not meant to do it, oh, I won't do it, I would not be here today helping you to get on purpose. Know that when you step on to doing this stuff, you will be tested, you will be pushed, everything that could possibly go wrong will probably go wrong. The people you thought would be by your side forever will probably disappear. It's not that you're not disciplined. It's that you don't know where to channel and what to channel your purpose into. If you're not clear on your message and what that is yet, then trust your intuition is where you want to be. So link in the description for that. We help uncover the message of your unique soul, and working with me one-on-one is where you accelerate uncovering that and also finding what your unique message is with the world and where to channel that and how to channel that. Link in the description. Remember, you're not disciplined. You're really freaking good at that. It's about channeling your message, your gift, and being able to share your message with the world, because you wouldn't be here watching this if you weren't a heart-led, soul-led, conscious multi-millionaire in the making. And I am here to support you to make sure you do that, because the world needs you, your message and your gift. It's time. Humanity is rapidly ascending and awakening, and you are one of the leaders here to awaken them. Remember, you can't stop consciousness awakening. Whoa, whoa, whoa.